Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I would like to personally thank the Adobe team for asking me to speak today and to tell you a little bit about who I am and what we're going to talk about. My name is George Murphy, and I'm a software engineer, and I'm an infrastructure architect. And I've been doing this for the last 20 years, and also I'm a husband and proud father. My youngest daughter was just admitted to Johns Hopkins University. That's something I'm very proud of her for achieving that. It's very hard to get into that school. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to deploy Contentbox 5, which is a new CMS, and we're going to deploy it using AWS Cloudformation. And for those of you who don't know what AWS Cloudformation is, it's a tool which gives you a way to model your infrastructure and add in third-party resources and to stand them up very quickly and consistently, and to manage them throughout their entire life cycle. It does this by treating infrastructure as code. And if you don't know what infrastructure as code is, it means that your entire environment is created using a script. There may be just a few times where you will go in and use a browser or configure something in IIS by hand, or to configure something in Nginx by hand. You'll do it all basically using scripts. And excuse me. And what does Cloudformation cost? There's no additional cost for using Cloudformation in AWS, as long as these providers are in the AWS namespace. Like Alexa or a custom namespace you've created in AWS. Of course, you do pay for all of these extra things like EC2, RDS databases, dynamic clustering. You pay extra for that. But today, you'll be quite surprised at what we've put together for you, because it doesn't really hit you out of the pocketbook too bad. So what are some of the features inside of Cloudformation? Those features allow extensibility, cross-account and cross-region management, and you can do your authoring with JSON and YAML. There's also an SDK which allows you to write your Cloudformation code in many popular languages: Java, Python, Ruby, Rails. You have all of those different options. There's nothing in there yet for ColdFusion, but I'm hoping that we can make that happen. Also, we have a serverless application, and we also have dependency management. What is dependency management? Dependency management allows us to go out to outside of AWS, to be able to go to Google, to be able to go to Azure, pull resources in. Now, you're going to pay for those resources. However, there's a lot of power behind that. Now, what we did today is we built an AMI, and in that AMI we've used Terraform to build it, and Packer, and we also used shell scripts to pull in Commandbox to pull down the Adobe ColdFusion CF 2021 server. And then Commandbox was able to use Package Manager built into CF 2021 to provision it with packages and things. And I've created a short little video that shows how the AMI was put together. And I did this out of fear of what happened on AWS yesterday when all of these services went down. So let me switch to the next slide so I can show you this video. So here we go. So this is in a Git repository. So Git status on it. You see, I have one file that can change there. What you do is commit this file and push it to the root program. Before I do that, submit it. Do a git pull real quick here. Files up there. Repository. Check. Okay, good. Everything's good. So I'm going to push this up. All right, I'm going to switch over to GitLab repo now. Okay, I'm on my GitLab repo now. Pipeline. I'm building this AMI using Packer, terraform. Private server. Pipeline to be will kick it off. Get the building started. Watch it here. As it goes along. About a portion of the process, but I will leave you guys sit through all of that. Do is once it's over, I'll scroll through everything. We'll pick it up from there and look at the AMI ID used. We'll save that AMI ID. We'll go over to thank you, and we're moving on. Probably there was obviously a problem with the video. So we built the AMI in GitHub, and that got pushed out to AWS. Let's talk a little bit about some of the resources in the AMI and some of the resources used to build the AMI. We used Terraform to build it, and here's some explanation of what Terraform does. It's a tool which manages external resources, cloud infrastructures, private cloud infrastructures, and we're going to use Commandbox as the ColdFusion server inside of the AMI, and we're going to use Commandbox to pull down Adobe CF 2021. What does Terraform cost? Terraform is basically free for the cloud. You're limited to 5 users. For the binary, it's totally free. We're also using Nginx, and Nginx is an open source web server, and it allows me to do reverse proxying, and that's how it's being used inside of here, to reverse proxy back to the WAR files of Adobe ColdFusion that were created by Commandbox. We're also using an embedded MySQL in here. It works very, very nicely, and it's absolutely free. And we're also using CF 2021, and this is a very popular piece of software. It's been around for a long, long time. This is the latest version of it. And with Commandbox, you can pull any version of the ColdFusion engines that you want. We're gonna also build an API-driven site, and we're also going to have Contentbox 5 to power this. And if you have an interest in this, please reach out to me or the Ortus team, and be happy to work with you to get this running. So I'm going to escape out of the slides now, and we're gonna get right to work and start building our servers. So I'm gonna move this over here and take that down, and I'm gonna bring up the Amazon console so we can get started. And things are still running slow today, but no worries. Hopefully it comes up. Yep, there it is. All right, so we're going to hop over here, right over here to Cloudformation, and I built a stack just so I would have a backup in case we were having problems with AWS. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a stack, and click on Create Stack. We're going to create this stack from a template file that's already pre-built here, which is out on one of my repositories. And here's the file here. Okay. I'm going to open that. And it's uploading to AWS, and it's going to interpret it. And what it did, it created a bucket inside of S3 and uploaded that file to that bucket. So I'm going to click Next. I'm going to give the stack a name. And let me move this out of the way and bring this up over here. And we're going to call this as same as the other one that I built. Instead of backup, this is the actual demo. And we need the AMI ID. You didn't get to see because the video didn't go through, but this is the AMI that we created a few minutes ago. We have a backend engine. We're going to use Adobe CF 2021. We're going to use a T3 small. We have many other options, though. We could use quite a few other options. I don't know if you've ever built something using the GUI, but I mean the other EC2 GUI, but this makes it a lot easier. We're going to pick an SSH key so we can connect to it. We're going to connect. We're going to choose a public subnet for private IP addresses. We're going to pick the default VPC. If we had other VPCs in here, we could pick those. And we're going to click Next. And we're going to scroll down. See, we have quite a few options. If we wanted to add some tags to it, we could do it here. If we had a special role, we could apply it here. Now, this is a cool feature because if there's any errors in this build, it'll roll everything back immediately. So we don't need to worry about that. And we can work on the rollback configuration, the stack policy, the notification options, the stack creation options. So we'll click next, and it looks like we're good to go here. I'm just checking things carefully because if I leave something out, it'll error, and then I'll have to delete the stack. And hopefully I don't want to have to do that. In my rehearsals, I found that out. All right, so I'm going to click Create Stack. The creation of the stack is in progress. We can watch a little bit of the creation of this stack here. Oh, good, it's working because we've already started to create some resources. It's tracking the events here. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this tab, and we're going to jump over to EC2 so we can see the server when it comes up. It's still being built. It hasn't come up yet. It's still saying create in progress. So there's a few more things to build, but this is incredibly fast compared to some of the other tools I've seen out there that do something similar to this. It's even faster than terraform. There. All right, let's see if we got anything yet. Not yet. Still in progress, still building resources. And it usually does take a little time. I noticed earlier I had to click off of this and click back on to instances for it to show up. And I still don't feel that things are quite back to normal yet with AWS. These things kind of lag behind a little bit. Okay, it still hasn't built the EC2 instance. So I guess it's in the process of building that right now, hopefully. And if worse comes to worse, we can jump on this other, yeah, there it is. Okay, good. All right, so that's while that's initializing, I'm going to copy this IP address, and I'm going to come over here to Notepad and run this as an administrator. And I'm going to bring up my host file now and add this IP to my host file. Save that. Okay, that's good. It's still initializing. When that's done initializing, we'll be able to actually jump onto the server. Let's see if it's up already. That's good. But it's not quite ready. Not quite ready. It's still initializing, so we're waiting on that to finish out. And it shouldn't take too much longer. Still thinking about it. Let's try this. See if that makes any difference. I doubt it, but we'll see. Now, maybe. Just want to check and make sure that I put the right IP in. I think I did. Let's make certain of it. Yeah, it is the right IP. Let me see if I can even connect to it. Here we can connect from the browser. Here it is. Here we go. All right. Okay, so I got browser connection and the server came up. All right, let's get this built. All right. Let's see. I'll have to type it. Okay. We'll grab this. Copy. Password. Password. Go to the next step. And okay. It all looks good. Actually, okay, we want to force SSL. I'll come to the next step. We're going to start the installation now. Okay, it's been built. Now we're going to go to the administrator. Here's the administrator. Hold on a second. password in. Sorry. Sorry about that. And we'll log in. Oh, why did it do that? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. Let me try something else. I'll do something a little different. Let's see. I have two Commandbox servers running on this VM. So I'll go to the second site. I'll make sure I do that. I think I might have put the wrong password in there. Not quite sure. But there's always 4 or 5 different ways of doing something. Okay, there we go. So we'll fill this one out. I'm just gonna do this like this. Okay, I'm just gonna say, let's just call this something different. That, and next one. Webs by George. That will force SSL. Start the installation. Okay. Now, let's see. Copy. Okay, we're in. Now we're going to delete this installer because we no longer need that. And what we're going to do now is we are going to go in here to system, and we need to, you can build multiple sites in here. We have 2 sites now. We have the main site, and we're going to go in there and we're going to make some edits so we can use regular expressions to do this. Web site 2 /.com, and then down here, where am I? There, and we want to do website 2.com. Okay, looks good. We want to force SSL, and we're going to save it. And we're going to do the same thing over here for this particular site. And we're going to change this to dev /.website to /.com. And we will change, where is it? Oh, actually, I want to do this up here. A little too quick. This should be dev.website2.com. Okay, and save that. Okay, we have saved that. And there is a way to recover your password inside of here, but because I don't have email set up here, it doesn't quite work yet. Now what I'm going to do is come back over here to System Manager, and I need to do some cleanup because there is one little small bug here which causes problem with the port. Since I'm proxying this, the ports are getting sent back to from Contentbox, and Nginx is not picking that up. And we found it's a bug, and if we comment out one line of our code here, it goes away. And I'll be able to answer these questions. I'm just trying to get through this first. All right, so I just want to get, oops. Oops. All right. Save that, and then I'm going to restart website 1, and I'm going to do the same thing. But I think, yeah, I need to do it over here. I made a mistake. Sorry about that. I need to change this to website 2 because that's what's running right now. Okay. All right. Oops. Wrong place. No. No. Oops. No, let's keep going down there. Just be done with it and save this. All right, now I'm ready to run that other command. Oh, typo. There we go. Okay, so we're restarting that, and now we will be able to jump into this. All right, it's almost restarted. And once it does, we will jump in. Let's close this guy. Sorry about this. Everything seems to be running horribly slow today. 5 demos are always like this. Oh, come on. See if it's even running. It's running right now. Quite sure what happened. Now, something's happened. Let me do this a different way. So let's come over here, grab this guy, go in a different way. Ubuntu, not root. It's not going to work. What's much time left? About 8 minutes. Okay. Not much time, but let's try something else. Let's come back over here to EC2. Let's try my my backup server, which I believe is running now. Let's see, but this one, and let's check my security. Yes, I have that. come here, grab this. Let's just do it from here. Something's wrong with that server. I'm not quite sure what, but something's wrong with that other server. I'm glad I made a backup. Okay, so here we go. We're going to fill this out real quick and jump into this server. Okay. We'll copy that, so I'm going to move that. Let's just call it DBG. To the next option here, excuse me, and here, and use SSL. Last 5 minutes. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, and let's visit the site. Here's the site. Let's visit the administrator. I'm sure I'm going to come back here. Let's visit the administrator. Let's open it. There we go. Oh, I know. Oops. Not quite sure what's going on, but anyway, the site is up and things are looking good on the site. And I've got sites up and running. I think there's some issues still with AWS, but I think I got along well, seeing as how what was happening yesterday. In summary, it is very easy to bring sites up with CloudFormation, and it doesn't have to be limited to Contentbox. It could be almost any AMI, or it could even be a snapshot that you could restore as a stack, and it can be much more complicated than this, or even simpler than this. It depends on you and what you would like to do. I don't know if there were any questions in the chat or not, but I'm just going to scroll up and see if there were any. Okay. Jeffrey Stevens says, I've never used Contentbox before. It looks just like setting up your own website from an installation wizard, a bit slower than something like Squarespace. 20 minutes for the session to end. That wasn't Jeffrey, that was a message from Adobe. But yes, Jeffrey, Contentbox is quite powerful tool, and you can bring it up very quickly. And actually, it is much faster than this. We're on US East 1, and it's quite slow today. So I want to close with this and show you guys something here, how easy it is to get rid of stacks. So I am going to delete this stack, and I'm going to delete the stack above it, and it's going to get rid of all of those resources. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's the beauty of this service. Sorry the presentation couldn't be perfect, guys, but we've had a lot of technical problems on AWS starting Monday, and it followed into the crash of the AZ zone, basically, and it's still trying to recover from that. So I want to thank everyone for your time, and we look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for allowing me to present this to you.